23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Astoria where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jason Jace Scott. So
y'all are not ready for the piping hot mess I'm about to spill on this one. And guys, this juicy story involves some sinister allegations that are sure to leave your jaws on the floor. So let me break it down for y'all. Remy's oldest son, 23-year-old Jason Scott, was just arrested and charged with first-degree murder, amongst some other crazy charges like possession and acting real reckless out here. According to the police, Jason and his 22-year-old homie Richard Swiger are the prime suspects in a cold-blooded murder case from way back in June 2021. Apparently, the victim was a 47-year-old dude named Darius Guillerboz, who got targeted in the streets of the Bronx. Ouch.
23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Guillerboz, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Guillerboz took hits to the head and to the chest. Guillerboz had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation.
Now here's where things get extra spicy. Word on the streets is that investigators are also looking into the possibility that this whole unaliving was actually a murder-for-hire situation. Of course, none of those explosive details have been officially confirmed yet, but just the idea of Remy's own son potentially being tied up in some seedy criminal underworld activity is buck wild on its own, okay? For those not in the loop, Remy herself is unfortunately no stranger to catching major cases and doing hard time. She had to serve 6 years in prison back in 2008 after getting convicted of assault charges on one of her associates.
Do you have any reactions? I'm always
no. It was court.
You go with him now?
So you already know the internet detectives are running wild with theories that may be Remy's own troubled past, and experiences with the legal system inspired or even enabled her son's alleged unaliving tendencies this time around. Even one fan commented, "Like mama like son. Mama taught son that violence is the answer to settling disputes." I mean, makes some sense, right?
As for Jace Scott, he appeared alongside his mom, Remy Ma, in the hit show Love and Hip Hop. She's one of the biggest names in hip hop and has been since 2006. She also has something of a lengthy rap sheet.
It just seems so unbelievable that a famous rapper's youngin' could get wrapped up in something as serious as a premeditated murder-for-hire plot. But if the apple don't fall too far from the tree, as the saying goes, then perhaps Jason was simply following in his mama's footsteps. The cycle continues. Of course, Remy has stayed tight-lipped about her son's explosive case so far, but you can only imagine the type of trauma and backlash she must be facing as a mother, seeing her youngin' charged with literally the worst crime on the books outside of treason. It's gotta sting. What makes this situation even crazier is that Remy's camp has tried so hard to rehab her public image as a survivor and fierce protector of her family over the years since her release. She's been portrayed as this savage mom who'd do anything for her seed's well-being, you feel me? But now, those same youngins are out here allegedly committing the sickest acts and bringing nothing but shame to the whole brand Remy spent years carefully rebuilding from the ground up. It's a total destruction of her whole redemption era if these charges turn out to be legit. Luckily for Remy though, she's not the only big hip-hop name currently wrapped up in some hot water legal drama right now too. Her former friend and collaborator Diddy is supposedly facing a whole laundry list of charges himself at this very moment. Y'all already know Diddy has been getting absolutely flamed over the past few months about some serious SA allegations made by multiple different women from his past. There's even been whispers that he's trying to get some of his other famous industry friends like Jay-Z caught up in the legal mess too. So while Remy Ma is staring down the harsh reality of her son potentially getting hit with a life sentence over some charges, Diddy is also sweating bullets hoping he don't go down forever. When you really think about it though, we shouldn't be too shocked that Remy and Diddy are both having their worlds rocked by these sordid criminal allegations in 2024. After all, this wouldn't even be the first time that major hip-hop heavyweights got convicted or caught up on some serious charges. Just look at all the iconic artists who managed to literally beat raps over the years, like Snoop Dogg, Boosie Badass, and the late great Tupac Shakur himself. Or remember when Gucci Mane walked on that self-defense unaliving back in the day? Rappers be getting away with it. Remy Ma even reacted to these allegations, giving a statement to TMZ saying, "We stand by Jason's innocence and pray that the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth. This is undoubtedly a difficult time for my family and me. While we sincerely appreciate the love and support we have received from all of you, we kindly ask for privacy as our legal team works to prove Jason's innocence. But hey, when you're rich, famous, and got enough high-priced lawyers on payroll, the judicial system just tends to work a little differently for music's elite stars, if we're being completely honest here."
It doesn't matter if it's a celebrity or not.
Exactly.
If you commit a crime, you're supposed to be paid for the crime you committed.
It could be anybody. It doesn't matter. You know, if they're, their mother's famous or father's, it doesn't matter.
With Remy's current situation though, you can't help but wonder if her own prior convictions and experiences with taking a bid in prison somehow influenced or enabled her son's alleged descent into criminality too. Anyway, that's all that is for now, but I want to hear y'all thoughts on this one. Is he guilty? Or is this just another case of a young black man falsely convicted due to his celebrity ties? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.